Welcome, weary traveller, to a tranquil journey into the heart of history's deepest slumbers, where the whispers of forgotten eras gently invite your mind to wander and rest. Tonight, we begin our quiet exploration with an enigma so profound. It reweaves the very fabric of our understanding of ancient brilliance. How a single stone mechanism tracked the moon in 200 BCE. Imagine the quiet currents cradling forgotten genius, hundreds of feet beneath the cerulean embrace of the sea, where for millennia a singular artifact lay in silent repose. Its discovery was a gentle awakening from the deep, revealing a device of such intricate complexity, its internal workings a miniature cosmos of gears and dials, a silent testament to extraordinary minds that charted the heavens with breathtaking precision. This astonishing mechanism, dating back over to millennia, should not, by all conventional understanding, exist. Its mere presence creates a profound gap between our assumptions about ancient technology and the undeniable reality of its ingenious design, reshaping the very concept of time and progress. It is a profound whisper rising from the ocean's embrace, beckoning us to consider what other inexplicable wonders lie hidden, waiting to challenge our historical timelines, and prompting us to drift into a world where ancient ingenuity shines with unexpected brilliance. The silent builders, architectures beyond. Explanation. Our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past now gently guides us to a realm where stone itself whispers of unimaginable feats, inviting us to ponder the quiet mysteries of ancient hands that shaped the very earth in ways we still struggle to comprehend. Having softly considered the celestial navigator from a sunken era, our gaze now turns to the sheer, unyielding majesty of monumental structures, standing as silent sentinels of civilizations long vanished, their construction methods remaining a deep and soothing puzzle. Imagine, if you will, the sun-drenched hills of ancient Greece, where on a formidable hilltop rise the legendary Cyclopean Walls of Mycenae. These aren't the neat, precisely cut blocks we often associate with later Roman or Greek architecture. No, these are immense, unworked or roughly dressed boulders, some weighing many tons, meticulously fitted together without the aid of mortar. Picture their sheer scale, towering defensive walls, so vast and imposing that later Greeks believed only mythical giants, the Cyclopes, could have lifted and placed such stones. How did a people, existing in the Bronze Age, manage to move, hoist, and perfectly interlock these colossal stones? There are no clear records, no detailed blueprints left behind, just the enduring, silent testimony of stone against our modern assumptions about their tools and techniques. Each perfectly placed block here seems to hum with an unspoken question, resonating with a forgotten song of labor that echoes gently across the millennia. A profound whisper of an age where human will seemed to transcend the physical limitations we understand today. Now, let your mind drift across the seas, from the rugged Mediterranean to the verdant, rolling landscapes of what is now England, where another form of baffling construction silently awaits our contemplation. The Stone Circles of Avebury. Unlike the famous upright sarcens of Stonehenge, Avebury encompasses an entire ancient village within its vast earthen banks and ditches, encircling enormous standing stones in a truly monumental design. Some of these sarcens, unhewn and massive, weigh up to 60 tons. How were these immense stones quarried, transported, and then meticulously raised into their precise positions, forming circles within circles across such a sprawling site? The sheer scale of Avebury, much larger than Stonehenge, implies a degree of social organization, planning, and sustained effort that stretches the boundaries of our understanding of Neolithic capabilities. No elaborate tools have been found that would explain such a feat, leaving us to wonder about the methods employed by these ancient builders, who seem to have moved mountains with a quiet, persistent ingenuity. The gentle curves of the earthen banks, the silent sentinels of the stones, all combined to create a profound atmosphere of enduring mystery. A silent symphony of intent, played out on an ancient stage that continues to baffle and inspire. Finally, let us journey far south to the arid coastal valleys of Peru, to the remarkable site of Caral-Supe, considered one of the oldest cities in the Americas, dating back over 4,500 years. Here towering pyramidal structures rise from the desert floor, built from thousands upon thousands of carefully placed stones and filled with a unique construction technique, involving shikra bags, mesh bags filled with stones. While perhaps not as overtly Cyclopean as Mycenae, the scale of these pyramids of Caral-Supe and their sophisticated urban planning are deeply perplexing for a civilization of this antiquity, especially one that developed without clear contact with the old world. How did these people, without knowledge of the wheel or advanced metallurgy, organize the quarrying, transportation, and construction of such immense public works? The quiet grandeur of these desert pyramids, built long before the more famous Egyptian or Mesoamerican counterparts, stands as a testament to an early, profound understanding of architecture and community. Their existence a soothing reminder that ingenuity blossoms in unexpected places and times, challenging our neat historical categories and inviting us to rest in the gentle embrace of their silent, enduring questions. The Blurry Cartographers, Earth's ancient blueprints, our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past, now gently guides us from the silent, massive constructions of ancient builders to the equally baffling realm of their intellectual visions, inviting us to ponder the quiet mysteries of minds that might have mapped the world in ways we are only now beginning to dimly perceive. Having softly considered how colossal stones were moved with impossible precision, our gaze now turns to delicate lines drawn on ancient surfaces, lines that whisper of geographical knowledge centuries, even millennia, ahead of its time. Imagine, if you will, the early stages of human mapping, when most believed the Earth was flat or understood only their immediate surroundings. Yet, scattered throughout history are hints of an astonishing, sophisticated understanding of global geography. Consider the concept of ancient world maps depicting Antarctica without its ice cap. Modern cartographers and geologists know that Antarctica has been covered in ice for millions of years, making it an icebound continent for all of recorded human history. However, some ancient and medieval maps, whose origins remain shrouded in mystery, appear to show landmasses that bear an uncanny resemblance to the continent of Antarctica, but without its characteristic ice sheets, suggesting a coastline that has not been visible for at least 12,000 years, since the end of the last ice age. How could cartographers, drawing maps in eras where global circumnavigation was unknown and even basic surveying tools were rudimentary, possess such precise knowledge of a continent hidden beneath miles of ice? This profound discrepancy gently challenges our comfortable timelines of exploration and discovery, suggesting a forgotten source of information, perhaps passed down through generations, or even hinting at a lost, highly advanced civilization that possessed a global reach we can only dimly imagine. The very idea of such blurry blueprints from a distant past allows our minds to drift into a peaceful contemplation of what might have been, of ancient voyages and observations that have faded into the mists of time, leaving only these silent parchment whispers. Now, let your mind drift further back, to the dawn of Western philosophical and scientific thought, to the quiet brilliance of early Greek thinkers. Among them was Anaximander of Miletus, living in the 6th century BCE, a figure credited with creating one of the earliest known world maps. While no physical copy of his map survives, later Greek historians described it, and modern reconstructions, based on these descriptions, reveal a surprisingly accurate depiction of the known world at that time. What truly baffles about Anaximander's map's accuracy isn't merely his depiction of the Mediterranean basin, but his conceptual leaps. He was said to have understood the Earth as a cylindrical shape, floating freely in space, and to have made attempts at understanding the relative distances and positions of land. While his world was far from complete, the very notion of attempting to create a map based on a spherical or cylindrical Earth, at a time when mythological explanations dominated, suggests a profound early understanding of cartographical principles, and an advanced, abstract way of thinking about the world's structure. How did he gather such precise information or conceive of such advanced geographical models without the benefit of extensive exploration or advanced astronomical instruments? The quiet dedication of his mind, pondering the vastness of the known world from his vantage point in Miletus, speaks to a deeply curious spirit that sought to understand and chart the complexities of our planet. These early efforts, these ancient blueprints, are not just historical artifacts. They are soothing reminders of humanity's timeless desire to comprehend our place in the vastness of the world. A silent symphony of intellect unfolding across the quiet centuries, gently inviting your thoughts to settle and drift into a comforting sense of profound repose. The serene script of the Indus Valley, unspoken stories. Our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past now gently guides us from the grand, global visions of ancient cartographers to the intricate, quiet whispers of a script that remains stubbornly silent, inviting us to ponder the deep mysteries of a vast, vanished civilization. Having softly considered the blurry blueprints of Earth's ancient surface, our gaze now turns to tiny, meticulously carved seals and fragments of pottery, bearing symbols that hold the unspoken stories of a people who flourished along the banks of a mighty river, only to fade, leaving behind a language we cannot yet read. Imagine, if you will, the bustling, well-planned cities of the Indus Valley civilization, or Harappan civilization, as it's also known, thriving peacefully over 4,000 years ago in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. Unlike the monumental tombs of Egypt or the grand temples of Mesopotamia, the Harappans were known for their sophisticated urban planning, their advanced drainage systems, and a curious absence of elaborate palaces or obvious signs of royalty, suggesting a different kind of societal structure, perhaps more egalitarian, yet central to their mystery and to our understanding of their inner world is their undeciphered script. This isn't a sweeping architectural marvel, but a collection of some 400 distinct signs and symbols, primarily found on small steatite, seals, pottery fragments, and occasionally on copper tablets. Picture these seals, often no more than an inch or two square, meticulously carved with images of animals, the enigmatic unicorn-like creature, elephants, tigers, accompanied by short sequences of these mysterious symbols. The script is almost exclusively found in these brief inscriptions, typically no more than a few characters long, a serene brevity that only deepens the puzzle. What truly baffles scholars is why this script has remained undeciphered despite decades of dedicated effort. Unlike Egyptian hieroglyphs, which were unlocked by the Rosetta Stone, a text with the same meaning in multiple known languages. No such bilingual key has ever been found for the Indus script. Its symbols don't obviously resemble known ancient writing systems, and the brevity of the inscriptions makes it incredibly difficult to identify repeating patterns or grammatical structures that might reveal its secrets. Was it a fully phonetic language, a syllabic system, or perhaps an ideographic one, where each symbol represented an idea or word? We simply don't know. This quiet, ambient mystery contributes to the profound sense that entire ancient narratives lie just beyond our reach, locked away in these tiny, silent symbols. The very thought that a vast, sophisticated society lived for centuries, traded across continents, built impressive cities, and then simply faded, leaving behind only these tantalizing, unreadable messages, allows the mind to drift into a peaceful contemplation of lost knowledge. What were their beliefs? How did they govern themselves? What were their songs, their stories, their daily lives like? The undeciphered script of the Indus Valley civilization is a gentle reminder that some of the most profound historical questions reside not in grand ruins, but in the subtle, enduring marks left by human hands, in the quiet, unspoken stories held within forgotten symbols. It's a soothing paradox. The more we discover about this vast ancient society, the more deeply enigmatic its silent script becomes. A serene puzzle inviting your thoughts to settle and drift into a comforting sense of profound repose, lulled by the knowledge that even in the vastness of human history, some whispers are meant to remain beautifully, eternally unspoken. The resonant chambers of Newgrange, solar alignments and sonic echoes dot our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past now gently guides us from the silent, unspoken stories of the Indus Valley to the deep, resonant heart of ancient Ireland, inviting us to ponder the quiet mysteries of structures built not just for burial, but for celestial embrace, and perhaps for the very echoing of sound itself. Having softly considered the unreadable symbols of a vanished script, our gaze now turns to a monumental mound, crafted with immense care by hands that lived over 5,000 years ago, far predating the pyramids of Egypt. Newgrange, this isn't merely a burial site. It is a profound testament to ancient astronomical knowledge and perhaps an understanding of acoustics that continues to gently baffle us. Imagine, if you will, standing at the base of this enormous, grass-covered mound, meticulously constructed from some 200,000 tons of stone and earth, surrounded by a ring of mysterious standing stones. Its true marvel, however, lies within. A long, narrow passage, about 19 meters, 62 feet in length, leads into a central chamber cruciform in shape. Its roof a remarkable feat of engineering, remaining watertight for millennia, the most famous and perhaps most enchanting mystery of Newgrange revolves around its astronomical alignment. Above the entrance, a precisely constructed opening, known as the roof box, was designed with an astonishing purpose. For just a few minutes around the winter solstice, as the shortest day of the year dawns, a narrow beam of sunlight slowly penetrates this roof box, travels down the entire length of the passage, and perfectly illuminates the central chamber. This isn't a mere coincidence. It is a deliberate and incredibly precise feat of engineering and astronomical observation, demonstrating a profound understanding of the sun's annual journey. How did a Neolithic people, over 5,000 years ago, without the aid of modern instruments, managed to survey, plan, and construct such a massive structure with such pinpoint accuracy for a celestial event that occurs for mere moments once a year. The quiet dedication of those ancient builders, tracking the subtle dance of the sun across the sky, speaks of a deep reverence for the cosmos and a meticulous knowledge that gently challenges our understanding of their scientific capabilities. The soft glow of that returning light, reaching into the deepest darkness, creates a profound atmosphere of enduring wisdom. A silent symphony of celestial alignment played out on an ancient stage that continues to inspire. Yet, the quiet wonders of Newgrange may extend beyond its visual alignment to the unseen world of sonic echoes and vibrational properties. Some researchers and visitors have reported unusual acoustic phenomena within the central chamber. It's been suggested that the unique shape and materials of the chamber create distinct echoes or even resonant frequencies, particularly for low-frequency male voices, causing them to reverberate throughout the space. While not as definitively proven as the solar alignment, the idea that these ancient builders might have intentionally incorporated acoustic properties into their sacred spaces adds another layer of profound mystery. Was the chamber designed to amplify ritualistic chanting, to create a sense of otherworldly presence, or to facilitate a deeper connection to their spiritual beliefs through sound? The possibility that light and sound, meticulously controlled, were integral to the experience within this ancient structure invites us to consider a holistic approach to architecture that blended the physical with the spiritual in ways we are only beginning to gently understand. This serene interplay of ancient wisdom and unseen forces, bathed in the profound quietude of a chamber touched by both sun and sound, encourages introspection, inviting the mind to gently explore the quiet beauty of a past perpetually bathed in intriguing questions and profound natural harmony. The rhythmic sway of unseen time, the distant echoes of ancient rituals, and that profound, encompassing stillness, all combine to create a uniquely soothing soundscape, perfect for calming the mind and guiding it towards a state of deep, restorative sleep. The megalithic observatories, stones, gazing at stars, our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past, now gently guides us from the deep, resonant chambers of Newgrange to vast silent landscapes where ancient stones stand as watchful sentinels, perpetually gazing at the celestial dance above. Having softly considered how our ancestors aligned their monumental tombs with the sun, our gaze now turns to even more widespread and enigmatic formations, the megalithic observatories, sprawling arrangements of colossal stones that whisper of a profound early understanding of the cosmos, a knowledge meticulously etched into the very earth itself. Imagine, if you will, the windswept plains of Brittany in northwestern France, where endless rows of standing stones stretch across the landscape like an army frozen in time. These are the Karnak stones, an astounding collection of over 3,000 megalithic menhirs, or standing stones, some towering to impressive heights, arranged in long, parallel rows, geometric patterns, and even circles, dating back to the Neolithic period, roughly between 4500 BCE and 2000 BCE. These alignments represent one of the most concentrated and mysterious prehistoric sites in the world. What truly baffles scholars is their sheer scale and their apparent complex relationships to astronomical events, while their exact purpose remains a subject of peaceful debate. Many theories gently suggest their function as ancient observatories. Were they used to track the movements of the sun and moon, to mark the solstices and equinoxes, or even to predict eclipses. The precise orientation of certain rows towards specific celestial risings or settings on significant dates seems to speak of an intentional, deeply scientific application. How did a Neolithic people, relying on rudimentary tools, manage to survey and lay out such vast, intricate patterns over miles of landscape, achieving a precision that hints at an advanced understanding of geometry and astronomy? The quiet dedication of those ancient builders, charting the subtle shifts of the heavens, speaks of a deep reverence for the cosmic ballet and a meticulous knowledge that gently challenges our understanding of their scientific capabilities. The sheer silence that pervades these ancient fields of stone creates a profound atmosphere of enduring wisdom, a silent symphony of celestial observation, played out on an ancient stage that continues to inspire. Now, let your mind drift across the narrow sea to the gentle, undulating countryside of Wiltshire, England, where another form of baffling megalithic arrangement quietly awaits our contemplation, the Avebury stone circles. Unlike the singular concentration of Karnak, Avebury encompasses an entire ancient village within its vast earthen banks and ditches, encircling enormous standing stones in a truly monumental design. While we briefly touched upon Avebury's engineering, in an earlier reflection, its profound significance as a celestial observatory warrants a deeper, soothing gaze. Some of these unhewn sarsen stones, part of the inner and outer circles, weigh up to 60 tons, yet it is their precise placement in relation to specific astronomical phenomena that offers another layer of quiet wonder. Research has revealed potential alignments with lunar standstills, the most extreme points of the moon's monthly journey, as well as various solar events. The intricate layout of Avebury, much larger and more complex than its more famous neighbour Stonehenge, implies a degree of long-term planning, continuous observation, and a profound, collective understanding of celestial cycles. The very notion that these massive stones, set firmly in the earth, were designed to capture and mark the subtle movements of distant celestial bodies allows our minds to drift into a peaceful contemplation of how deeply connected ancient peoples were to the sky above. The soft glow of dawn or dusk falling upon these ancient stones, aligning with unseen cosmic pathways, creates a profound sense of continuity, a gentle hum that echoes with the timeless desire of humanity to understand our place in the vastness of the universe. The silent gaze of these megalithic observatories, perpetually fixed on the stars, reminds us that long before telescopes or complex mathematical models, ancient minds found ways to chart the heavens with remarkable clarity, leaving behind these quiet, enduring testaments to their profound cosmic insights. The rhythmic sway of unseen time, the distant echoes of ancient stargazers, and that profound, encompassing stillness, all combine to create a uniquely soothing soundscape, perfect for calming the mind and guiding it towards a state of deep, restorative sleep. The Vimanas of ancient texts, flights of imagination or forgotten craft, our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past now gently guides us from the silent stone observatories, gazing at distant stars, to an even more ethereal realm. The ancient texts themselves, inviting us to ponder the quiet mysteries of imaginations so vivid. They described what sounds remarkably like flying machines, millennia before modern aviation, having softly considered how our ancestors tracked celestial bodies with immense stone circles. Our gaze now turns to the whispered verses of ancient Indian scriptures, where tales of wondrous aerial vehicles, known as Vimanas, drift through the narratives, stirring a sense of profound wonder about their true nature. Imagine, if you will, the bustling, spiritual landscapes of ancient India, a land rich with profound philosophy, intricate mathematics, and epic poetry. Within these vast literary traditions, particularly in Sanskrit epics like the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, and later in more technical-sounding treatises like the Vaimanika Shastra, descriptions of these Vimanas appear not as fantastical creatures, but as sophisticated craft capable of flight. Picture these ancient accounts. A Vimana is often described as a flying palace or chariot, sometimes multi-storied, made of various metals, and capable of traveling through the air with great speed. In the Ramayana, the Pushpaka Vimana is depicted as a self-moving aerial car used by the god King Rama to return to Ayodhya, capable of expanding and contracting and moving at the will of its occupants. The Mahabharata, an even grander epic, contains numerous mentions of Vimanas used in ancient battles, capable of swift maneuvers, ascent, descent, and even seemingly deploying weapons. The texts detail their shapes, some like a disc, others cigar-shaped, and even describe various types, some powered by mercury vortex engines, others by different forms of propulsion. The Vaimanika Shastra, a 20th century text claiming to be a compilation of older, lost knowledge, goes into even more intricate, albeit debated, detail about their construction, materials, and operation. While its authenticity as a truly ancient technical manual is contested by mainstream scholars, the very existence of such descriptive accounts, both within epic poetry and later compilations, invites a gentle contemplation. How did minds, living in an age without even the most basic understanding of aerodynamics or combustion engines, conceive of such complex aerial vehicles with such specific characteristics? This profound question gently challenges our comfortable assumptions about the limits of ancient technological imagination. The soft glow of these ancient verses, describing sky-soaring chariots, creates a profound atmosphere of enduring human aspiration, a silent symphony of inventive thought, played out on an ancient stage that continues to inspire and mystify. The quiet, ambient mystery of the Vimanas contributes to the profound sense that ancient narratives themselves hold living, breathing enigmas, and the idea of flights of imagination or forgotten craft is a poetic interpretation of these subtle, powerful forms, suggesting a deep, timeless connection to the ongoing pulse of mysterious human ingenuity and the profound unknown applications that might have influenced our world. A soft, omnipresent reminder of epochs when vast wisdom might have been encoded in ways we can no longer grasp. It invites a tranquil contemplation of the vastness of human intellect and the enduring power of profound historical puzzles, allowing the mind to gently wander through millennia of forgotten discoveries and the subtle whispers of their profound impact. As for why it baffles science, the quiet wonder deepens. The fundamental question remains: are these descriptions purely mythological and metaphorical, products of fertile human imagination and spiritual allegory, or do they contain echoes, however distorted, of a genuine forgotten technology or observations of phenomena we don't yet understand? Mainstream scholarly interpretation leans heavily towards the mythological and symbolic. They argue that ancient cultures often attributed supernatural powers and incredible vehicles to their deities and heroes as a way to express their reverence, their desires for transcendence, or to simply weave compelling narratives. The descriptions, while vivid, lacked the precise engineering details necessary for practical construction, and there is no corroborating archaeological evidence of such complex flying machines or the infrastructure needed to support them. Furthermore, the more technical texts, like the Vaimanika Shastra, often contain anachronistic elements or details that don't align with known ancient science, suggesting they might be later imaginative works rather than true historical documents. However, proponents of the forgotten craft theory offer a gentle counter-narrative. They suggest that the consistent and often detailed descriptions across different texts might indicate a kernel of truth, perhaps a rare phenomenon observed and then exaggerated, or even a highly advanced, localized technology that existed briefly, and then was lost without leaving conventional archaeological traces. Could these descriptions be folk memories of ancient encounters, or perhaps allegories for forgotten principles of physics or aerodynamics that were understood at a conceptual level? The absence of a physical Vimana, perfectly preserved, means the theory remains deeply speculative. The debate continues to silently illuminate the fascinating tension between literal and symbolic interpretation of ancient wisdom. This serene interplay of light and shadow, and the profound quietude of ancient texts, encourages introspection, inviting the mind to gently explore the quiet beauty of a past, perpetually bathed in intriguing questions and profound natural harmony. The rhythmic sway of unseen time, the distant echoes of a potential ancient flight, and that profound, encompassing stillness all combine to create a uniquely soothing soundscape, perfect for calming the mind and guiding it towards a state of deep, restorative sleep. As the soft glow of imagined moonlight bathes the ancient scriptures and filters through the serene air, one might feel the quiet, pervasive energy of this ancient enigma, a gentle hum that speaks of human aspiration and the timeless flow of mystery, merging with the peaceful rhythm of your own breath. The Vimanas, in their vast and silent enigma, continue to offer a serene sanctuary, a place where the echoes of ancient human imagination and the comforting presence of a boundless lore scientific puzzle combine to create an atmosphere of profound tranquility and enduring wonder, gently guiding the mind towards a restful and peaceful sleep, lulled by the soft, ancient whispers of a world that holds countless secrets, quietly unfolding amidst its beautiful, ever-present, mysterious descriptions, forever marked by the subtle, enigmatic flights of imagination or forgotten craft of a human past still unfolding its wonders. The Noak terracottas, faces from a silent iron, aged our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past, now gently guides us, from the soaring visions of ancient flying machines to the quiet earthen expressions of a culture that left behind striking faces, inviting us to ponder the deep mysteries of a vibrant society that emerged, flourished, and then silently faded in West Africa. Having softly considered the celestial insights of megalithic observatories and the imagined flights of Vimanas, our gaze now turns to the gentle, subtle contours of terracotta, shaping countenances that gaze back at us from a distant, silent Iron Age. Imagine, if you will, the fertile central regions of what is now Nigeria, where, over 2 millennia ago, a sophisticated culture known as the Noac began to shape the very earth itself into remarkable artistic forms. This wasn't a civilization marked by monumental stone structures or grand, decipherable texts. Instead, their enduring legacy rests in their exquisite terracotta figures, the earliest known sculptural art in sub-Saharan Africa. These figures, ranging from fragments to nearly life-size statues, often depict human heads, sometimes animals, and occasionally full figures. Picture their distinctive features: almond-shaped or triangular eyes, often pierced pupils, elaborate hairstyles or headdresses, and expressive mouths. Some figures show intricate jewelry or body adornments. What truly baffles scholars is the sophistication of their artistry and the enigmatic nature of their society. The Nok people existed from approximately 1000 BCE to 300 CE, spanning a vast period of nearly 1,300 years. During this time, they were also pioneering iron smelting technology in West Africa, transforming raw ore into metal tools and weapons. A technological leap that usually correlates with profound societal changes. Yet, despite their advanced metallurgy and their striking artistic output, we know remarkably little about their daily lives, their political structures, or their beliefs. Were these figures portraits of rulers, revered ancestors, or representations of deities? Were they used in rituals, burial practices, or as markers of status? The quiet contexts of their discovery, often found buried, sometimes in alluvial deposits, offer tantalizing clues, but no definitive answers. The gentle curves and subtle expressions of these terracotta faces seem to hold a profound unspoken knowledge, a silent conversation across millennia that invites us to listen more closely to the whispers of an age we barely comprehend. This quiet, ambient mystery contributes to the profound sense that entire ancient narratives lie just beyond our reach, locked away in these earthen, artistic forms. The very thought that a vibrant, technologically innovative society created such distinctive and beautiful art for over a millennium, and then simply faded, leaving behind only these captivating, silent countenances, allows the mind to drift into a peaceful contemplation of lost cultures. What were their stories, their spiritual practices, their social hierarchies? The enigmatic Nok terracottas are a gentle reminder that some of the most profound historical questions reside not in grand written records, but in the subtle, enduring marks left by human hands, in the quiet, unspoken expressions held within these ancient faces. It's a soothing paradox. The more we discover of their artistic mastery and technological prowess, the more deeply enigmatic their cultural purpose and eventual disappearance become. A serene puzzle inviting your thoughts to settle and drift into a comforting sense of profound repose, lulled by the knowledge that even in the vastness of human history, some stories are meant to remain beautifully, eternally silent. As for why it baffles archaeology and history, the quiet wonder deepens. The fundamental challenge lies in the absence of written records or extensive, well-preserved settlements. Most of what we know about the Nok comes from these scattered terracotta fragments, iron implements, and very limited archaeological contexts. We don't have the grand temple complexes or detailed city plans that illuminate other ancient civilizations. The sheer chronological span of their existence over a millennium suggests a resilient and adaptable culture. Yet the sudden cessation of their distinctive art and iron production around 300 CE remains unexplained. Was it environmental change, internal strife, external pressures, or a gradual cultural transformation that simply shifted away from their signature expressions? The lack of clear evidence means that any explanation is largely speculative, keeping the mystery alive and allowing for peaceful contemplation rather than definitive conclusions. This serene interplay of light and shadow, and the profound quietude of ancient African earth, encourages introspection, inviting the mind to gently explore the quiet beauty of a past perpetually bathed in intriguing questions and profound natural harmony. the rhythmic sway of unseen time, the distant echoes of silent smiles and solemn gazes, and that profound, encompassing stillness, all combined to create a uniquely soothing soundscape, perfect for calming the mind and guiding it towards a state of deep, restorative sleep. As the soft glow of imagined moonlight bathes these ancient faces and filters through the serene air, one might feel the quiet, pervasive energy of this ancient enigma, a gentle hum that speaks of human expression and the timeless flow of mystery, merging with the peaceful rhythm of your own breath. The Nok terracottas, in their vast and silent enigma, continue to offer a serene sanctuary, a place where the echoes of ancient human artistry and the comforting presence of a boundless historical puzzle combine to create an atmosphere of profound tranquility and enduring wonder, gently guiding the mind towards a restful and peaceful sleep, lulled by the soft, ancient whispers of a world that holds countless secrets, quietly unfolding amidst its beautiful, ever-present, mysterious forms, forever marked by the subtle, enigmatic faces from a silent iron age of a human past, still unfolding its wonders. The Easter Island Birdman Cult, rituals of a resilient people, our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past, now gently guides us from the silent, sculpted faces of West Africa to a remote, windswept island in the vast Pacific, inviting us to ponder the quiet mysteries of a resilient people and their unique connection to the sky and the sea. Having softly considered the enigmatic terracottas of the Noack culture, our gaze now turns to the isolated shores of Rapa Nui, or Easter Island, a place already famed for its colossal stone figures, the moai. Yet, beyond the silent gaze of those towering sentinels lies a different, equally captivating story of cultural evolution and spiritual devotion. The fascinating and deeply calming rituals of the Birdman cult. Imagine, if you will, this tiny triangle of land adrift in an immense ocean where resources were always precious and survival a testament to ingenuity. After the era of the moai, which eventually saw a decline in their creation and perhaps even societal upheaval, the Rapa Nui people gently shifted their spiritual focus, embracing new beliefs and practices that ensured their cultural continuity and deep connection to their island home. The Birdman cult, or Tangata Manu, rose to prominence around the 18th century and became the central annual ritual for the islanders. Picture the scene, not of grand battles or conquests, but of a quiet, yet profound, spiritual competition. The focal point of this sacred tradition was the ceremonial village of Orongo, perched dramatically on a narrow ridge high above the crashing waves of the Pacific, adjacent to the deep, silent caldera of the Ronokau volcano. Here, clusters of stone houses, half submerged into the earth, offered shelter and a unique vantage point for the most significant event of the year. The core idea was a solemn, yet intensely competitive, race to secure the first sooty tern egg of the season. Each year, representatives, often chiefs or warriors chosen by their respective clans, would compete to become the Birdman, the Tangata Manu, who held a sacred, year-long status on the island. This wasn't a violent contest, but a test of endurance, spiritual purity, and a deep connection to the natural world. The rituals involved candidates, or their chosen proxies, known as Hopu, descending the sheer, perilous cliff face of a rock, navigating the treacherous waters to the small, rocky islet of Motu Nui, where the sooty terns nested. The goal was to patiently await the laying of the first egg, then, upon finding it, carefully secure it and swim back through shark-infested waters to the main island, and finally ascend the cliff face once more, The first hope you to return with an intact egg and present it to their waiting chief at Orongo would make their chief the Tangata Manu for that year. Imagine the quiet tension, the patience, and the profound connection to the natural world that this ritual demanded. The victor, the birdman, would then retire to a secluded dwelling on the island for a year, undergoing sacred purification rituals, his hair shaved, his body painted, embodying a spiritual link between the human world and the avian realm. This unique blend of physical challenge, patience, and deep spiritual significance tells us much about the cultural evolution and resilience of the Rapa Nui people. After a period of potential ecological strain and internal changes, they didn't simply vanish. They adapted, finding new ways to express their beliefs, to connect their community through a shared annual purpose, and to re-establish a balance with their isolated environment. The Birdman cult became a central pillar of their society, a source of peace and order, guiding their lives through ritual and a deep reverence for the natural cycle of the sooty turn. That's quiet, ambient mystery contributes to the profound sense that even after periods of intense change, human cultures find new pathways to express their spiritual essence and maintain their societal bonds. The very thought that a people facing the challenges of isolation and limited resources would devise such an intricate and physically demanding spiritual competition allows the mind to drift into a peaceful contemplation of their ingenuity and adaptability. What were the songs they sang as they awaited the eggs? What quiet hopes and fears accompanied the perilous swim? The rituals of the Easter Island Birdman cult are a gentle reminder that some of the most profound historical questions reside not just in monumental stone, but in the subtle, enduring practices of human communities, in the quiet, unspoken devotion held within these ancient rites. It's a soothing paradox. The more we discover of their challenges, the more deeply inspiring their resilience becomes. A serene puzzle, inviting your thoughts to settle and drift into a comforting sense of profound repose, lulled by the knowledge that even in the vastness of human history, some stories are found not in grand pronouncements, but in the quiet, persistent rhythms of tradition. As for why it baffles archaeology and history, the quiet wonder deepens. The fundamental challenge lies in fully understanding the transition from the Moai building era to the Birdman cult's dominance. While the shift is clear in the archaeological record, the precise socio-political and environmental factors that led to this profound cultural transformation are still debated. Was it a peaceful evolution, or did it emerge from a period of conflict and resource scarcity? The exact spiritual meaning of every element of the Birdman ritual, and its deeper connection to their cosmology, also remains open to interpretation, despite the detailed ethno-historical accounts. The lack of direct written records means that much of our understanding comes from oral traditions recorded later and archaeological interpretations, leaving space for gentle speculation. This serene interplay of light and shadow and the profound quietude of a remote island touched by both ancient rituals and enduring human spirit encourages introspection, inviting the mind to gently explore the quiet beauty of a past perpetually bathed in intriguing questions and profound natural harmony. The rhythmic sway of unseen time, the distant echoes of ceremonial shouts and ocean waves, and that profound, encompassing stillness all combine to create a uniquely soothing soundscape, perfect for calming the mind and guiding it towards a state of deep, restorative sleep. As the soft glow of imagined moonlight bathes the ancient stone houses of Orongo and filters through the serene air, one might feel the quiet, pervasive energy of this ancient enigma, a gentle hum that speaks of human adaptability and the timeless flow of mystery, merging with the peaceful rhythm of your own breath. The Easter Island Birdman cult, in its vast and silent enigma, continues to offer a serene sanctuary, a place where the echoes of ancient human ingenuity and the comforting presence of a boundless historical puzzle combine to create an atmosphere of profound tranquility and enduring wonder, gently guiding the mind towards a restful and peaceful sleep, lulled by the soft, ancient whispers of a world that holds countless secrets, quietly unfolding amidst its beautiful, ever-present, mysterious traditions, forever marked by the subtle, enigmatic rituals of a resilient people of a human past still unfolding its wonders. The sea peoples, raiders, or refugees of a collapsing age. Our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past now gently guides us from the remote, resilient rituals of Easter Island to the turbulent, yet subtly unsettling, currents of the ancient Mediterranean, inviting us to ponder the quiet mysteries of a shadowy force that swept across the Bronze Age world, leaving behind profound questions about identity and survival. Having softly considered how isolated islanders found new ways to connect with their spiritual realm, our gaze now turns to the vast expanse of ancient seas, where, at the close of a magnificent era, a mysterious collective known as the Sea Peoples emerged, contributing to a widespread collapse that transformed civilizations across the Near East and beyond. Imagine, if you will, the vibrant tapestry of the late Bronze Age. Around 1200 BCE, powerful empires like Egypt, the Hittites, Mycenaean Greece, and flourishing kingdoms in Canaan and Ugarit, interconnected by trade routes, diplomacy, and shared cultural currents. Suddenly, this intricate world began to unravel. Cities were burned, trade networks severed, and once mighty empires weakened or vanished. Among the many complex factors contributing to this widespread upheaval, the Sea Peoples appear as a persistent, enigmatic presence in ancient records. Particularly in Egyptian inscriptions, picture the chilling, yet calm, descriptions etched into the walls of temples, like those at Medinet Habu in Egypt, detailing how Pharaoh Ramesses III battled these invaders. The hieroglyphs speak of foreign countries who made a conspiracy in their lands, a whirlwind that engulfed the Mediterranean, leaving devastation in its wake. The Sea Peoples are depicted as fearsome warriors, traveling by both land and sea, in distinctive ships, armed with round shields and horned or feathered helmets. But what truly baffles historians and archaeologists is their enigmatic identity, their unknown origins, and their ultimate destinations. The Egyptian records list various groups, the Peleset often associated with the Philistines, the Jekka, the Shurdan, the Denian, the Weshesh, and others. Were they a single, unified army, a loose confederation of distinct groups, or even desperate refugees fleeing their own collapsing homelands? The very vagueness of their descriptions in ancient texts deepens the mystery, allowing our minds to quietly drift into a contemplation of a nameless, faceless force that profoundly altered the course of human history. The motivations behind their movements are equally shrouded in the mists of time. Were they truly raiders, intent on plunder and conquest, overwhelming coastal cities and empires with their sheer numbers and ferocity? The destruction layers found at many archaeological sites across the Levant and Anatolia, showing signs of sudden, violent ends, certainly point to a disruptive, perhaps even destructive, presence. Yet, an alternative, more poignant possibility emerges. Were they refugees, displaced populations, fleeing famine, environmental catastrophe, or internal strife in their own lands. Some theories suggest that a combination of widespread drought, climate change, and the breakdown of existing trade networks might have forced entire populations to take to the seas in a desperate search for new homes and sustenance. If so, their arrival on the shores of established empires would have been a clash of survival where desperation met resistance. This quieter interpretation invites a deeper empathy, transforming them from faceless destroyers into a tragic testament to human resilience and desperation in the face of widespread crisis. The subtle whispers of their movements, the silent testimony of burned cities, and the perplexing absence of their own detailed records create a profound atmosphere of enduring historical uncertainty. A silent symphony of upheaval played out on an ancient stage that continues to inspire gentle contemplation. This quiet, ambient mystery contributes to the profound sense that entire ancient narratives remain incomplete, hidden within the silence between the lines of surviving texts and the dust layers of forgotten cities. The very thought that such a pivotal event in human history, the widespread Bronze Age collapse, was driven in part by a group whose precise nature remains elusive, allows the mind to drift into a peaceful contemplation of the fragile interconnectedness of ancient civilizations. What would their languages, what did their homelands look like before they embarked on their fateful journeys? The enigmatic sea peoples are a gentle reminder that some of the most profound historical questions reside not in clear answers, but in the enduring power of the unknown, in the quiet, unsettling presence of a force that reshaped an entire ancient world. It's a soothing paradox. The more we attempt to define them, the more deeply enigmatic their true identity becomes. A serene puzzle inviting your thoughts to settle and drift into a comforting sense of profound repose, lulled by the knowledge that even in the vastness of human history, some stories are found not in grand triumphs, but in the quiet, persistent echoes of change and adaptation. As for why they baffle archaeology and history, the quiet wonder deepens. The fundamental challenge lies in the lack of self-documentation. We see them almost exclusively through the lens of their enemies, primarily the Egyptians, who naturally depicted them as a menacing external force. We have no Sea People archives, no homeland to excavate, no internal accounts of their motivations or organization. This makes it incredibly difficult to disentangle unified action from disparate movements, and to distinguish between purposeful invasion and desperate migration. Furthermore, the Bronze Age collapse itself was multifaceted, with internal rebellions, economic disruptions, and climate shifts all playing a role. Isolating the precise impact and nature of the sea peoples within this complex web of factors remains a quiet, ongoing scholarly pursuit, allowing for peaceful contemplation rather than definitive conclusions. This serene interplay of light and shadow, and the profound quietude of ancient Mediterranean shores, touched by both conflict and migration, encourages introspection, inviting the mind to gently explore the quiet beauty of a past perpetually bathed in intriguing questions and profound natural harmony. The rhythmic sway of unseen time, the distant echoes of ancient oarstrokes and shifting populations, and that profound, encompassing stillness, all combine to create a uniquely soothing soundscape, perfect for calming the mind and guiding it towards a state of deep, restorative sleep. As the soft glow of imagined moonlight bathes the ancient coastlines and filters through the serene air, one might feel the quiet, pervasive energy of this ancient enigma, a gentle hum that speaks of human movement and the timeless flow of mystery, merging with the peaceful rhythm of your own breath. The sea peoples, in their vast and silent enigma, continue to offer a serene sanctuary, a place where the echoes of ancient human resilience and the comforting presence of a boundless historical puzzle combine to create an atmosphere of profound tranquility and enduring wonder, gently guiding the mind towards a restful and peaceful sleep, lulled by the soft ancient whispers of a world that holds countless secrets, quietly unfolding amidst its beautiful, ever-present, mysterious movements, forever marked by the subtle, enigmatic raiders or refugees of a human past still unfolding its wonders. The Nazca mummies, preserved secrets in the desert. Our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past now gently guides us from the tumultuous, yet subtly unsettling, movements of the ancient sea peoples to the hushed, arid expanse of the Peruvian desert, inviting us to ponder the quiet mysteries of lives gently stilled and remarkably preserved by the very breath of the land itself. Having softly considered the enigmatic forces that reshaped ancient empires, our gaze now turns to a different kind of human footprint, one left not in grand architecture or epic migrations, but in the enduring, silent testimony of individuals. The fascinating and deeply calming phenomenon of the Nazca mummies. Imagine, if you will, the vast, undulating plains of southern Peru, a landscape renowned for its immense geoglyphs, the Nazca lines, which we've softly contemplated in a previous journey. Yet, beneath the very sands where these cosmic patterns are etched, lies another layer of profound human story, one preserved not by design, but by the extraordinary conditions of the desert air. Picture the arid stillness of this ancient landscape, where rainfall is incredibly scarce, and the dry saline earth acts as a natural guardian. These are the perfect conditions for natural mummification, a process where the body's fluids are rapidly absorbed or evaporated, preventing decay and preserving soft tissues, hair, and even clothing over millennia. The Nazca mummies are not the elaborately prepared, bandaged figures of ancient Egypt. Rather, they are often found in fetal positions, sometimes wrapped in simple textiles, their features remarkably intact, their expressions conveying a sense of quiet repose. Dating primarily from the Nazca culture, which flourished from approximately 100 BCE to 800 CE. These individuals offer a direct, poignant connection to a people whose ceremonial and daily lives remain largely unspoken in traditional historical accounts. Each preserved body, each silent face, is a unique testament to an ancient life, a profound whisper from the very fabric of their existence. What truly baffles and invites peaceful contemplation about these mummies is the silent testimony they offer to ancient lives and burial practices, distinctly separate from the famous Nazca lines. While the lines speak of a grand, perhaps astronomical or ritualistic purpose on a landscape scale, the mummies provide intimate glimpses into individual and communal beliefs about death and the afterlife. Were they buried in a specific orientation to celestial bodies, much like the lines might have been? The artifacts found alongside them, pottery, textiles, small offerings of food, offer tantalizing clues about their social status, their diet, and their spiritual beliefs. Some mummies show evidence of elaborate cranial modification or trepanation, ancient surgical procedures involving drilling holes in the skull, suggesting advanced medical knowledge or cultural practices. The very act of finding these preserved individuals, with their delicate hair, their still present skin, and the textiles they were wrapped in, creates a profound sense of continuity with a distant past. a bridge across time that bypasses the need for written words. The quiet reverence with which these people were laid to rest, and the earth's gentle preservation of their forms, evokes a soothing contemplation of human mortality and the enduring hope for an existence beyond. The quiet, ambient mystery contributes to the profound sense that even without extensive written records, the earth itself holds precious archives of human experience. The very thought that individuals from so long ago can still communicate something of their lives, their beliefs, and their customs through their preserved forms, allows the mind to drift into a peaceful contemplation of the enduring human spirit. What were their daily joys, their quiet sorrows, their hopes for the future? The Nazca mummies are a gentle reminder that some of the most profound historical questions reside not in grand monuments, but in the intimate, enduring traces of human presence, in the quiet, unspoken narratives held within these ancient forms. It's a soothing paradox. The more we gaze upon these preserved remnants, the more deeply enigmatic their individual stories become. A serene puzzle inviting your thoughts to settle and drift into a comforting sense of profound repose, lulled by the knowledge that even in the vastness of human history, some narratives are found not in loud pronouncements, but in the quiet, persistent echoes of life gently stilled. As for why they baffle archaeology and history, the quiet wonder deepens. The fundamental challenge lies in the ethical and scientific complexities of studying human remains, balancing preservation with the desire for knowledge. While DNA analysis and isotope studies can reveal aspects of diet, migration, and kinship, the cultural nuances, the specific spiritual beliefs surrounding their burial, and the full context of their lives often remain elusive. The lack of extensive written accounts from the Nazca people means that archaeologists rely on interpretation of material culture and analogy with other Andean cultures, which leaves much room for gentle speculation rather than definitive answers. This serene interplay of light and shadow, and the profound quietude of the desert air touching these ancient forms, encourages introspection, inviting the mind to gently explore the quiet beauty of a past perpetually bathed in intriguing questions and profound natural harmony. The rhythmic sway of unseen time, the distant echoes of ancient breath and quiet rituals, and that profound, encompassing stillness, all combine to create a uniquely soothing soundscape, perfect for calming the mind and guiding it towards a state of deep, restorative sleep. As the soft glow of imagined desert moonlight bathes these preserved figures and filters through the serene air, one might feel the quiet, pervasive energy of this ancient enigma, a gentle hum that speaks of human life and the timeless flow of mystery, merging with the peaceful rhythm of your own breath. The Nazca mummies, in their vast and silent enigma, continue to offer a serene sanctuary, a place where the echoes of ancient human existence and the comforting presence of a boundless historical puzzle combine to create an atmosphere of profound tranquility and enduring wonder, gently guiding the mind towards a restful and peaceful sleep, lulled by the soft, ancient whispers of a world that holds countless secrets, quietly unfolding amidst its beautiful, ever-present, mysterious forms, forever marked by the subtle, enigmatic, preserved secrets in the desert air of a human past still unfolding its wonders. The Atlantis myth, a whispering legacy of a lost continent, our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past now gently guides us from the preserved human echoes of the Nazca Desert to the shimmering ethereal realm of enduring legend, inviting us to ponder the quiet mysteries of a civilization that may only ever exist in the soft, persistent whispers of human imagination. Having softly considered the intimate, silent testimony of ancient individuals, our gaze now turns to a collective dream, a story woven into the very fabric of our shared consciousness, the fascinating and deeply calming myth of Atlantis. Imagine, if you will, a powerful and technologically advanced civilization dwelling on a magnificent island, rich with abundant resources, intricate architecture of concentric circles, and a highly ordered, prosperous society. This is the serene image of Atlantis, as first described by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, around 360 BCE, in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias. He spoke of an island larger than Libya and Asia put together, situated beyond the Pillars. Of Hercules, the Strait of Gibraltar, whose inhabitants, descendants of the sea god Poseidon, possessed immense wisdom and power. Plato's account paints a detailed picture, not of fantastical monsters, but of a sophisticated society with impressive engineering feats, advanced metallurgy, and a highly organized social structure. They possessed a deep understanding of harmony, living virtuous lives in peace and prosperity until, over time, their divine nature became diluted, and they succumbed to hubris and greed. As a consequence of their moral decline, the gods, in a single day and night of misfortune, caused the island of Atlantis to be swallowed by the sea, vanishing beneath the waves, taking with it all its wonders. What truly captivates and invites peaceful contemplation about the Atlantis myth is not its literal proof, for which archaeological evidence remains elusive, but its enduring hold on human imagination and its philosophical implications. Why has this story, conveyed through just a few ancient texts, resonated so profoundly across centuries and cultures? It speaks to a universal human fascination with lost knowledge, vanished golden ages, and the cautionary tale of technological advancement without moral wisdom. The quiet persistence of this narrative suggests something deeper than mere fiction. It touches upon our collective longing for a more perfect past, a hidden source of ancient wisdom that slipped away. The philosophical implications of Atlantis are particularly soothing to explore. Plato used the story not as a historical account, in the modern sense, but as an allegorical device to illustrate his ideas about ideal societies, the perils of corruption, and the cyclical nature of rise and fall. He presented it as a contrast to his ideal republic, a warning against imperial overreach and moral decay. In this sense, Atlantis becomes a powerful, symbolic dream, a gentle reminder that even the most advanced civilizations are fragile and susceptible to internal failings. It encourages reflection on the delicate balance between progress and virtue, a timeless lesson whispered through the ages. The very act of pondering this lost continent, with its advanced knowledge and eventual disappearance, allows the mind to drift into a peaceful contemplation of the grand sweep of human history, where civilizations rise and fall like the gentle tide. It invites us to consider what profound lessons lie hidden in these narratives. Lessons about sustainability, community, and the timeless pursuit of balance. The subtle whispers of a submerged city, the silent testimony of a forgotten golden age, and the perplexing absence of its physical form, create a profound atmosphere of enduring wonder, a silent symphony of thought, played out on the ancient stage of the mind that continues to inspire gentle introspection. This quiet, ambient mystery contributes to the profound sense that some of the most powerful ancient narratives exist not as tangible ruins to excavate, but as profound archetypes within the human psyche. The very thought that such a compelling story can continue to inspire countless theories, expeditions, and artistic creations allows the mind to drift into a peaceful contemplation of the enduring power of myth and its ability to shape our understanding of human potential and vulnerability. What wisdom did the Atlanteans truly possess? What were their cities like in their prime? The Atlantis myth is a gentle reminder that some of the most profound historical questions reside not in clear answers, but in the boundless realm of imagination, in the quiet, persistent yearning for a past that might have been. It's a soothing paradox. The more it eludes concrete proof, the more deeply enigmatic and captivating its story becomes. A serene puzzle inviting your thoughts to settle and drift into a comforting sense of profound repose, lulled by the knowledge that even in the vastness of human history, some stories are found not in loud pronouncements, but in the quiet, persistent echoes of a beautiful, impossible dream. As for why it continues to baffle archaeology and history, the quiet wonder deepens. The fundamental challenge lies in the lack of definitive, widely accepted archaeological evidence that directly corroborates Plato's detailed account. While many theories link Atlantis to real ancient sites or catastrophic events like the volcanic eruption of Thera, which destroyed the Minoan city of Akrotiri, no consensus has been reached, and most scholars view it primarily as a philosophical allegory. The vagueness of Plato's geographical clues, combined with the sheer scope of the claim, makes pinpointing a specific location incredibly difficult. This serene interplay of light and shadow, and the profound quietude of imagined ancient seas embracing a lost land, encourages introspection, inviting the mind to gently explore the quiet beauty of a past perpetually bathed in intriguing questions and profound natural harmony, the rhythmic sway of unseen time, the distant echoes of a forgotten civilization, and the gentle lapping of waves over its supposed ruins, and that profound encompassing stillness, all combine to create a uniquely soothing soundscape perfect for calming the mind and guiding it towards a state of deep, restorative sleep. As the soft glow of imagined moonlight bathes the conceptual map of a lost continent and filters through the serene air, one might feel the quiet, pervasive energy of this ancient enigma, a gentle hum that speaks of human aspiration and the timeless flow of mystery, merging with the peaceful rhythm of your own breath. The Atlantis myth, in its vast and silent enigma, continues to offer a serene sanctuary, a place where the echoes of ancient human dreams and the comforting presence of a boundless philosophical puzzle combine to create an atmosphere of profound tranquility and enduring wonder, gently guiding the mind towards a restful and peaceful sleep, lulled by the soft, ancient whispers of a world that holds countless secrets, quietly unfolding amidst its beautiful, ever-present, mysterious narratives, forever marked by the subtle, enigmatic whispering legacy of a lost continent, of a human past still unfolding its wonders. The giants of Sardinia, silent guardians of neuralgic towers, our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past now gently guides us from the shimmering, ethereal realm of the Atlantis myth to a rugged island in the heart of the Mediterranean, inviting us to ponder the quiet mysteries of a tenacious ancient civilization that left behind thousands of enigmatic stone towers and colossal, silent guardians. Having softly considered the enduring power of a legendary lost continent, our gaze now turns to the distinctive landscapes of Sardinia, where, for centuries, a unique culture flourished, leaving an indelible, yet largely unexplained, mark on the land, the fascinating and deeply calming legacy of the neuralgic civilization and their imposing structures. Imagine, if you will, the windswept hills and coastal plains of Sardinia, an island steeped in ancient mystique. From roughly 1800 BCE to 238 BCE, a distinct society, known as the Nuragic culture, dominated this landscape. Their most striking and enduring legacy is the Nurag, plural, Nuragi, conical stone towers built from precisely fitted, often unmortared, dry stone blocks. Thousands of these structures, perhaps as many as 7,000 to 10,000, still the Sardinian landscape, some standing as solitary sentinels, others part of vast, complex village settlements. Picture these remarkable stone towers. Some are simple, single-story structures, while others are multi-storied complexes with intricate internal passages, staircases, and chambers, sometimes reaching heights of 20 meters over 65 feet. Their construction demonstrates an astonishing command of dry stone masonry, creating incredibly stable and resilient structures that have withstood millennia of wind and weather. But what truly baffles scholars about these Nuragic towers is their primary purpose. Were they defensive fortresses, watchtowers, granaries, ceremonial centers, or perhaps even a combination of these functions? The sheer number and widespread distribution of Nuragi across the island suggests a deeply integrated society, but without clear written records from the Nuragic people themselves. Their precise societal organization and belief systems remain shrouded in a calming, persistent mystery. Each perfectly placed stone here seems to hum with an unspoken question, resonating with a forgotten song of purpose that echoes gently across the millennia. A profound whisper of an age where communal effort and architectural ingenuity manifested in truly unique ways. And now, let your mind drift to an even more recent and profoundly moving discovery that adds another layer of quiet wonder to the Nuragic story. The giants of Monte Prama, unearthed in fragmented pieces, primarily between 1974 and 1979, and then meticulously reconstructed over decades. These colossal warrior statues are unlike anything else found in ancient Mediterranean art. Picture them, standing approximately 2 to 2.5 meters, 6.5 to 8 feet tall, carved from local sandstone, depicting boxers, archers, and warriors with shields. Their features are distinctively stylized, large, concentric circles for eyes, often a simple, strong mouth, and powerful geometric bodies. Dating to between the 10th and 8th centuries BCE, these statues predate Greek and Roman colossal statuary. In the Mediterranean by several centuries, challenging long-held assumptions about artistic development in the region. What truly baffles about these silent guardians is their context and their purpose. They were found fragmented in a necropolis, a burial site, suggesting a funerary or commemorative role. Were they representations of deified ancestors, mythical heroes, or perhaps actual rulers or great warriors of the Nuragic civilization? The incredible artistry and the sheer effort involved in carving these massive figures point to a powerful, organized society with a highly developed sense of self and a unique artistic vision. The serene expressions on their stylized faces, despite their warrior stances, seem to hold a profound, unspoken knowledge. A silent conversation across millennia that invites us to listen more closely to the whispers of an age. We are only just beginning to grasp this quiet, ambient mystery, encompassing both the ubiquitous Nuragic towers and the unique Monte Prama statues, contributes to the profound sense that entire ancient narratives lie just beyond our reach, locked away in these stone forms. The very thought that a sophisticated, resilient society could flourish for so long, leaving behind such distinctive and imposing testaments to their culture, and yet remain so little understood in terms of their daily lives and motivations, allows the mind to drift into a peaceful contemplation of lost civilizations. What were their beliefs about the afterlife, their social structures, their quiet stories? The giants of Sardinia and their neuralgic towers are a gentle reminder that some of the most profound historical questions reside not in grand written records, but in the enduring, silent marks left on the landscape and in the artistic expressions of ancient hands. It's a soothing paradox. The more we discover of their monumental works and unique art, the more deeply enigmatic their cultural purpose and inner world become. A serene puzzle inviting your thoughts to settle and drift into a comforting sense of profound repose, lulled by the knowledge that even in the vastness of human history, some stories are found not in loud pronouncements, but in the quiet, persistent echoes of a resilient, stone-shaping people. As for why they baffle archaeology and history, the quiet wonder deepens. The fundamental challenge lies in the absence of written records from the neuralgic civilization. While we have their impressive structures and fascinating art, their beliefs, political systems, and daily life are largely reconstructed through archaeological interpretation, often leaving room for multiple, equally compelling theories. The true purpose of the neuralgi, for instance, is still heavily debated among scholars, with each theory having its strengths and weaknesses. Similarly, the exact context and meaning of the Monte Prama statues remain a subject of ongoing research and peaceful discussion. This serene interplay of light and shadow, and the profound quietude of a rugged island landscape touched by both ancient hands and enduring artistic vision, encourages introspection, inviting the mind to gently explore the quiet beauty of a past perpetually bathed in intriguing questions and profound natural harmony. The rhythmic sway of unseen time, the distant echoes of ancient builders and silent warrior gazers, and that profound, encompassing stillness, all combine to create a uniquely soothing soundscape, perfect for calming the mind and guiding it towards a state of deep, restorative sleep. As the soft glow of imagined moonlight bathes the ancient towers and filters through the serene air, one might feel the quiet, pervasive energy of this ancient enigma, a gentle hum that speaks of human ingenuity, and the timeless flow of mystery merging with the peaceful rhythm of your own breath. The giants of Sardinia and their neuralgic towers, in their vast and silent enigma, continue to offer a serene sanctuary, a place where the echoes of ancient human resilience and the comforting presence of a boundless historical puzzle combine to create an atmosphere of profound tranquility and enduring wonder, gently guiding the mind towards a restful and peaceful sleep, lulled by the soft, ancient whispers of a world that holds countless secrets, quietly unfolding amidst its beautiful, ever-present, mysterious forms, forever marked by the subtle, enigmatic, silent guardians of neuralgic towers of a human past still unfolding its wonders. The whispering sands, unveiling future. Enigmas. Our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past now gently guides us from the sturdy, silent guardians of Sardinia to a more expansive and deeply comforting landscape, the endless, shifting sands of time itself, inviting us to ponder the quiet mysteries yet to be unveiled. Having softly considered the unique artistry and enduring resilience of ancient island civilizations, our gaze now turns not to a specific monument or artifact, but to the very concept of discovery, acknowledging that the earth beneath us continues to hold countless secrets, patiently awaiting their gentle reveal. Imagine, if you will, the vast unbroken sweep of a desert dune, where each grain of sand is a tiny fragment of history layered over millennia. Or picture the deep, silent earth, beneath a lush forest, where roots intertwine with the remnants of forgotten lives. These are the quiet archives of our planet, constantly shifting, subtly revealing, always promising more. The core idea of this contemplative moment is to reflect on the vastness of archaeological discoveries yet to come. For all the wonders we have gently explored, from celestial navigators and colossal stone structures to undeciphered scripts and imagined flying machines, they represent but a minuscule fraction of what the past truly holds. Every ancient whisper we've heard, every blurred blueprint we've glimpsed, is a testament to the fact that our understanding of history is not static or complete. It is a living, breathing tapestry, continually being woven with new threads of knowledge. The earth, in its profound patience, continues to hold secrets within its embrace, tucked away in silent tombs, beneath overgrown jungles, or at the bottom of the deepest oceans. The journey of discovery is not just about finding answers, but about cultivating a quiet appreciation for the questions themselves. For every unanswered query is an invitation to future wonder. It's a soothing thought, knowing that the vast library of human history has countless unread chapters, waiting for the gentle touch of future hands. The soft echo of a new insight. Consider the rhythm of archaeological revelation. For centuries, entire civilizations lay hidden, their existence unknown to modern minds, only to emerge from the dust and soil when the time was right. The ancient cities of the Indus Valley, the precise solar alignment of Newgrange, the very existence of the Noack culture, these were once utterly unknown, mere whispers in the wind. Their eventual rediscovery serves as a gentle promise of revelations. Yet to dream, a comforting assurance that the past is far richer and more complex than we can currently grasp. Each shifting dune, each receding shoreline, each new technological tool for remote sensing holds the potential to peel back another layer of time, revealing a quiet turning of unknown pages in humanity's grand narrative. It reminds us that our current understanding is but a gentle pause in an unending exploration, that clarity is often born from patient curiosity, and that comfort can be found in the acceptance of what remains mysterious. The subtle processes of erosion and deposition, the quiet, persistent work of archaeologists, and the sheer scale of the unexplored world create a profound atmosphere of enduring potential, a silent symphony of discovery, played out on the ancient stage of Earth that continues to inspire gentle contemplation. This quiet, ambient mystery contributes to the profound sense that our connection to the past is not finite, but an ongoing, evolving relationship with a living, breathing history. The very thought that countless stories, innovations, and beliefs of ancient peoples still lie hidden, waiting for their moment of re-emergence, allows the mind to drift into a peaceful contemplation of the vastness of time and the enduring resilience of human legacy. What future wonders will the quiet earth yield? What long-lost wisdom will surface next from the silent embrace of the ages? The whispering sands are a gentle reminder that some of the most profound historical questions reside not in definitive answers, but in the boundless realm of possibility, in the quiet, persistent hope for new insights. It's a soothing paradox. The more we uncover, the more we realize how much more there is to discover. A serene puzzle inviting your thoughts to settle and drift into a comforting sense of profound repose, lulled by the knowledge that even in The vastness of human history, some stories are found not in loud pronouncements, but in the quiet, persistent echoes of a future yet to unfold. As for why this concept baffles and inspires, the quiet wonder deepens. It's the profound realization that despite all our advancements, vast swaths of human history remain terra incognita, known only to the earth itself. The very forces that preserve artifacts like dry desert air or deep ocean depths also keep them hidden, requiring immense effort and often serendipity for their discovery. This inherent unknowability is not a source of frustration, but of gentle awe. It means that the well of historical mystery will never truly run dry, offering a perpetual source of wonder and a comforting assurance that the human story is far from complete. This serene interplay of light and shadow, and the profound quietude of a world constantly revealing and concealing its past, encourages introspection, inviting the mind to gently explore the quiet beauty of a past perpetually bathed in intriguing questions and profound natural harmony. The rhythmic sway of unseen time, the distant echoes of discoveries yet to be made, and that profound, encompassing stillness, all combine to create a uniquely soothing soundscape, perfect for calming the mind and guiding it towards a state of deep, restorative sleep. As the soft glow of imagined moonlight bathes the vast landscapes of the world and filters through the serene air, one might feel the quiet, pervasive energy of this endless enigma, a gentle hum that speaks of perpetual discovery and the timeless flow of mystery, merging with the peaceful rhythm of your own breath. The whispering sands, in their vast and silent promise, continue to offer a serene sanctuary, a place where the echoes of human curiosity and the comforting presence of a boundless historical puzzle combine to create an atmosphere of profound tranquility and enduring wonder, gently guiding the mind towards a restful and peaceful sleep, lulled by the soft, ancient whispers of a world that holds countless secrets, quietly unfolding amidst its beautiful, ever-present, mysterious potentials, forever marked by the subtle, enigmatic unveiling future enigmas of a human past still unfolding its wonders. Resting in the embrace of the unseen past, our tranquil journey through the profound enigmas of the past now gently guides us to its final, most comforting destination, a state of profound peace and acceptance, as we rest in the quiet embrace of all that remains unseen and unexplained. Having softly reflected on the endless possibilities of future discoveries, our gaze now turns inward, acknowledging that the truest wonder lies not just in finding answers, but in the gentle contemplation of the deep, unsolved puzzles that time endlessly presents. Imagine, if you will, a vast ancient library, not of books, but of whispers, the soft echoes of civilizations, inventions, and beliefs that have drifted into the mists of history. We've journeyed through the astounding precision of a celestial navigator from a sunken era, pondered the colossal scale of architectures beyond explanation from silent builders, and allowed our minds to drift across the blurry blueprints of ancient cartographers. We've listened to the serene script of the Indus Valley, still holding its unspoken stories, and felt the quiet resonance of Newgrange's chambers, aligning with the sun. We've even imagined stones gazing at stars in vast megalithic observatories and speculated on the Vimanas of ancient texts, those intriguing whispers of forgotten craft. We then peacefully move to the fading footprints of humanity, exploring the striking Noak terracottas, witnessing the resilient spirit of the Easter Island Birdman cult, and considering the enigmatic movements of the Sea Peoples. We've felt the poignant connection to the Nazca mummies, preserving secrets in the desert air, and floated through the enduring legend of the Atlantis myth, a whispering legacy of a lost continent. Finally, we encountered the giants of Sardinia, those silent guardians of neuralgic towers, each a gentle reminder of a powerful, little understood ancient culture. As the final echoes of these ancient riddles settle around you, recognize the comforting truth: the past is not a series of neatly solved equations, but a boundless ocean of profound questions meant for contemplation, not necessarily for definitive answers. It is in the gentle act of wondering, in allowing our minds to softly explore what remains unknown, that we truly connect with those who came before. This connection transcends the need for concrete proof. It is a shared human experience of curiosity, a timeless dialogue across millennia. The beauty of these mysteries lies in their persistence, in their refusal to be fully tamed by our modern understanding. They are like distant stars, always there, subtly guiding our imagination, even as their full brilliance remains just beyond our grasp. There is a profound peace in accepting this gentle unknowing, in allowing the mind to rest in the vastness of what has been and what remains. Allow yourself to feel the soothing nature of this acceptance, like a soft light gently dimming, or a calm tide slowly receding, leaving behind a peaceful stillness. This journey has not been about demanding answers, but about inviting a deeper, more tranquil appreciation for the tapestry of human history, woven with threads of both discovery and enigma. Each mystery is a lullaby, a quiet invitation to surrender, to the comfort of the unknown. Let the remaining questions dissolve around you, like mist lifting from an ancient landscape, revealing not stark clarity, but a softer, more peaceful view. This gentle promise of revelations yet to dream, this quiet turning of unknown pages, is an eternal part of our shared human story. As your thoughts drift now, and the profound quietude of this unseen past envelops you, allow yourself to feel its comforting embrace. It is a sanctuary where curiosity and serenity intertwine. If these shared moments of wonder have brought you a sense of peace, we gently invite you to leave a soft trace of your presence, perhaps a comment below, a quiet like, or a gentle subscription to join our ongoing journey into the serene depths of history's greatest puzzles. Your quiet engagement allows these whispers to reach more peaceful sleepers. For now, let the subtle rhythm of time, the distant echoes of ancient wisdom, and that profound, encompassing stillness, all combine to create a uniquely soothing soundscape, perfect for calming your mind and guiding it towards a state of deep, restorative sleep. May the ancient gears of time gently turn in your dreams, orchestrating a symphony of peace and quiet wonder. Good night.